Hey there, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Smith just checking in. I know that we've had one full week of Schoology already, and we're about halfway into the next week with it being Wednesday. Actually, we're over half with the short week. I wanted to just take a moment to kind of go through with you our folders, and they look a little different than last week because they have the mark to complete now. And so we're noticing that some of you might not be doing the full things or going into every single folder. For example, let's say in North Dakota Studies or we'll just use that as an example. You have a CNN thing that's due on Tuesday, but now you'll have another new assignment tomorrow that's going to pop up for tomorrow. So just because you got social studies done on Tuesday does not mean it's also done for Thursday, okay? So that's why it's important to go through every single folder to do that quick check. So you can either pause this video or stop watching if you've already seen that your folders have been marking off complete as you've been doing that. But if not, I'm taking a moment right now to show you how to do that so that way you know you're getting everything you need done for Mrs. Caston and I. One quick thing though, if you go to like Mrs. Dahlgren or Mrs. Lloyd or Miss Dawson for reading or math, then you do not need to do those reading or math folders. And Mrs. Castett has marked those with that special note. So I'll kind of show you through that. So today we're going to click on this week's folder and we're going to click on Wednesday today as our example. Okay, so hang tight as I'm going to pause this here real quick so I can jump on Schoology for you. Thanks. Okay, we are logged in here. Notice at the top corner this envelope. So I am in my fake student profile to show you here. But notice that within that, there's this little envelope here with the number 1. So it says that you personally have a new message, or the student does. I wrote something and Mrs. Williams wrote something. So we'll click on that message and it tells you exactly. So Mrs. Smith, me, posted this picture for you guys to see that all of our teachers miss you so much. So it says, dear kids, we miss you so much. We love our Lincoln Lions. So that was posted on our Facebook page. And I went ahead and I put that on as an announcement for you guys or as a message for you to read because we want you to know we really are missing you. Okay, Mrs. Williams wrote you a note, so you can look at that later. So as always, we're going to go to courses, go to the funny faces of Mrs. Castett and Mrs. Smith here. Okay, Mrs. Castett made you guys a video right under where it says, I miss you and I'm so proud of you. Okay, so here we go. At the top, you have our contact information just like you had before. Our weekly schedule is up there just to kind of remind you of what's happening on what day. North Dakota Studies is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but there's new assignments now for both of those days. Same thing for science, new assignments. So if you did not get those assignments done last week or you need to just check and see, at the bottom we have last week's folder here, okay? So we've got all of our different things for each of those days. So like we said, if you're missing something, go back and just double check that you got those stuff done. But now, April 6th through the 9th, it says must complete, available. It was available after Sunday. Okay, so I already went in to practice kind of what it takes to make it look complete here on these folders for you. I went and did some of your schoolwork just like you are under Student O just to make sure how it looks. So we're clicking on Wednesday today. Okay, so it says math here right away, not for Dahlgren, Lloyd, or Dawson math group. So if that's you, you don't need to click on there. If it is you, you click right here and it says you need to do the spiral review today. So you click there, you do it, and once you've done those things, that check will look like it's fulfilled. And then we say today on Wednesday, you should do 10 to 15 minutes of Prodigy. That'll be there also from Monday. So just because you did it Monday does not mean it's done for today. If you're doing a couple days work in a row, well then spend 20 to 30 minutes in Prodigy, because we've assigned for you specific skills that we want you to practice, and not just, it's not just necessarily random Prodigy, it's intentional Prodigy to work more on those skills. Okay, so now that we're done with math, after I've done that spiral review and clicked on that, then it will have shown that that's done. Okay, so now we'll go back to Wednesday. We'll click on writing. So once you've done your daily writing, you've gone in there. Okay, you go to read write. Here's our class code. It looks like our username. Here's our first name and last initial, and that's all you need. So I'll just click on there, write reader. I'll log in real quick. Okay, and then you would, for you, I'm going to click to my books, but if you want to see your classmates' books, you can click on this tab and then you can see everything that your classmates have been writing. So just because you've written one day does not mean that you're done for the week. We're expecting, looking back at that folder, that you are writing every single day, okay? That you see this writing folder. So back on Wednesday, you see this writing. Now it's complete because I've gone in there to the website, and so it registers over here once I finished my writing. So you start a book, give it the title, for the kiddos. Okay, so how I make a new page, I just go to new page. I can choose just words or words with a picture or more words with a picture. You can even record your voice to read your stories, but you've already figured out all that. I'm going to delete this book now. But once you're working in there, you do not need to worry about submitting anything. As you're working, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Castet and I can both see your stories. Okay, so now reading, it says here, not for Dahlgren, Lloyd, Dawson reading groups, but if you are in Mrs. Castet's or Mrs. Smith's reading classes, that's what you'd click on. Okay, and once you do the ed puzzle, so Mrs. Castet found a video for you with questions, you would check, or it would check that that's done. Same for daily 5, we would go in here and daily 5, you do our daily 5 rotations. It talks about that in this document. Spelling city, it says word activities. So once you've done about 10 minutes of that, that you would click that that's done, or it's click that it's done. Get Epic is an option, or if you're reading your own books at your own home, that's fine. Okay, so now we're going back to Wednesday and science. Mrs. Castet has something right here. It says physical adaptations. You will use the 4 science classes. You will have 4 science classes to complete this assignment, okay? So stop each day where it tells you in the slideshow. When you have completed the work, share your results with me by clicking the button in the upper right hand corner. Email her at this email address. Oops, sorry. When you have completed the work, share the results with me by clicking the yellow square button in the upper right hand corner. Okay, here's her email if you need it. You should be able to finish in 3 sessions, but she gave an extra day just in case. So you have 2 weeks to finish this. But like she said, if I were you, I would work on it each section at a time and try getting it in those 4 days, okay? Like she said, it really should only take 3, but she's giving you an extra day. So that's very kind of her to do that for you. Okay, we're going back now to our courses in Schoology. Whoops, I went all the way out. So Wednesday, once science is done like that, you've looked at it, gotten going, it says complete. Okay, so I could click my student progress, and it tells me right here, I've done writing, I've done science. Okay, if you are in Mrs. Cassett's in my math and reading groups, and you see this, it would say, oh, I need to get this done. But if you go to these other rooms and it says 0%, well, that's fine then, because you have other assignments in those teachers' folders, in those classes. Mrs. Williams mentioned that she has put up something in gym, so when you have good to go and check there, her gym things, what she has for you. And music for those classes. So karaoke assignment tells you how to turn it in, and some extra things from Miss Granzy. Okay. I wanted to take this time to show you kind of our folders and what that looks like for checking in for completing our assignments. So by the end of the day on Wednesday, you should hopefully have check marks in all of those spots. If you have any more questions, Mrs. Castett and I would love to help you. We know that some of you are starting to learn how to message us, which is awesome. So you just click this email or this mail button in the corner and click new message. Then you would just type in my name or Mrs. Castett's name. So you could type in Danica Smith. Oops. Usually that pops up. So as you type my name, it should pop up like this. You put the subject, hello, or I have a question, and then you could tell me what the question is, something like that, and I'd be happy to, and then you would just click send after you're done typing. Okay, so yeah, I hope you have a great long 4-day weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.